What's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the return. It's been a while. Virtua Fighter. I've only heard Virtua Fighter once, and this is now the return. This is Akira Yuki statues. I guess it's the theme of Akira. Virtua Fighter 5 from the channel Virtual Dojo, and after that we have this. I don't know anything Virtua Fighter, I'm sorry, but I think this might be like a remake or something. This is Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, R-E-V-O. This is Burning Souls, and the title has me so excited because it says it's from Takunobu Mitsuyoshi. That's from the channel UV Cross Z, requested by Creative Cancel, Sean, and thank you to the BRM. Well, fighting game music, I am quite biased towards, but I need to hear more Virtua Fighter. I've not heard much of Virtua Fighter, man. This is theme of Akira. Statues. Oh, what is the name of that instrument? I used to know that little. It's not a woodwind, I guess. I've seen this character before. I don't know if he's the main character, but I've definitely seen him before. I like that bass line coming in. Wait, is Virtua Fighter Sega? I'm having a little bit of a revelation right now, because Takunobu in the next song, and this song sounds like Yakuza right now. Let's find out. Virtua Fighter 5. It is Sega. Wait, who composed this? I feel like I could be wrong about this, but I feel like when I played Yakuza 0, maybe in the arcade was Virtua Fighter. Maybe. No, that was a racing game. It's been a while, sorry. Oh, is it called Ultimate Showdown? Or is this Virtua Fighter 5? How many versions are there? Yeah, I could hear the Yakuza influence here. Tatsutoshi Narita, Shinichi Goto, and Fumio Ito. Don't recognize them. Interesting logo, making the F and the 5 look like wings. It's so funny, like, it immediately sounded like Sega to me. It just has that. The screen just goes black, okay. Well, I can't pause it, so just pretend he's there. Okay, I'll put this one up there. Oh. The next video confirmed that it's Sega. Alright, it's over. Okay. I'm starting to slowly realize there was this big connection here going on. I don't know if I know this is unrelated, but I don't know if nor is unrelated to this song. I don't know if Takunobu Mitsuyoshi has done anything for other games outside of Sega, but I'm pretty sure everything I've heard from him has been for Sega. Sonic, something Rangers, Daytona. And then when I heard that, and then I heard this song, it, like when it first started, it immediately sounded like I was walking into like a Yakuza section. And then I remembered, oh wait, that's Sega too. And then I thought to when I played it, oh god. When did I play Yakuza? Like 2023? It's been a while. Almost 2 years. I do remember there was like an arcade section. You can physically walk into an arcade and play Sega games. I don't remember all of them that were in there, but I remember one was definitely the claw game. The most addicting one. And then there was a racing game. So it was all like self-promotion. I don't know if Virtua Fighter was in there. Anyways. So I'm seeing all these connections to like Sega and stuff. I don't really know Sega like that as a company outside of Sonic. I only grew up with Sonic games. Excuse me. Just the first 3. But I'm not really aware of like their catalog. The only thing, here's what I know about Sega. The Genesis was like my first console, so I definitely know that, slash Mega Drive. And then I know they were like memed on for all these editions. Like they just had all these peripherals and they just kind of like shot themselves in the foot over saturation. And then the Dreamcast was like kind of ahead of its time and like maybe 2 ahead of its time. And that did really well, but didn't last that long. And now I'm pretty sure the whole company is just like merged. I don't really know. It's not the same as when I grew up. It was, you know, console and, but it's still very much like in the video game world. I know it's important, but I don't know like all of its IPs and everything. But I'm starting to see just how historically significant it was. And I know Virtua Fighter is a huge one. So okay. So it's all coming together slowly. This is their. Is Virtua Fighter the one that came out that was like a huge graphical revolution? There was a 3D game that came out in the 90s, and I just remember it was like really blocky and what's the word I'm looking for? Polygonal. But it was like the first one, and I think it was Virtua Fighter. Here's the thing. I grew up with fighting games, and even then, that market was like overloaded. I always confuse Dead or Alive and Virtua Fighter all the time. I know Tekken. That one's way different than those. It's like its own 3D thing. But the only thing I know for sure for Virtua Fighter is that it's 3D. And now I know for sure that it's a Sega. I'm trying to think of all. There's not that many 3D games either. Tekken, Soul Calibur. MK doesn't do it anymore, but they had it for a bit. Dead or Alive. Did I say Virtua Fighter? It's 5. What else is there? There's not that many. Oh god, I feel like there's one more that's just driving me nuts. Anyways, that was really cool though. I liked it sounded very familiar to me is what I'm saying. The whole reason I said all that stuff is because it sounded like that. It sounded like Yakuza. It sounded like, I don't know. I'm starting to see these patterns. But that was really cool. And let me know who the because every fighting game has one. Let me know who's like the main character, who's the poster boy or poster child. That was really cool. I'm going to be studying this image this whole time because I'm not familiar with the characters of Virtua Fighter. But I'm going to be looking at them, see who stands out, who looks familiar. I'm pretty sure this is the guy we just met, although he looks different here. I do not know the different versions of Virtua Fighter, but this is Burning Souls featuring Takanobu Mitsuyoshi, who's seen my channel, by the way, and has commented on it. Huge fan of his. So I'm expecting some vocals here. This is Burning Souls.
Do you feel no matter where you are?
He's so cool.
Even if you're on a distant star, reach you without fail. Wake you up, no matter who you are. our spirit will not fade, washing away the sound in your heart.
Oh, it's very funky. I have the Wikipedia for Virtua Fighter 5 pulled up so I can see the different versions. One of my favorite songs on channel, two of my favorite songs on channel are both from Takunobu Tsuyoshi. The Daytona theme and Fairy of AIF from Sonic something. Wait a minute. Has Takunobu done anything for Yakuza? I feel like that has to have happened at some point. I'm trying to think how this fits in a fighting game though. Is this like credits or something? It sounds very like opening cutscene or something. There's never vocals in. I agree with the uploader of this. It says the song is so Sega. It really does sound Sega.
This is our burning soul, do you feel it? Our bodies might have lost ability to paint.
Takunobu has he's such a performer. This has to be like the main theme of the game or something. It doesn't say here. Well, that was interesting. I've seen the blonde at the bottom. I've seen that blonde character before. I don't know their name. This guy looks like E Honda. Ooh, they have a Lucha Libre character? That's cool. That's great. The very first sentence of this video description says, "This song is so Sega." It is also such a motivating song for lyrics that are so corny, but it really tells us to push ourselves and be the best we can be. I love this song the more I think about it. I don't know. Again, I really don't know how Sega gets down, but like all the fighting games I've played, if I were to hear a song like that, my main instinct is main theme or credits. It's songs like that just don't really exist like in the game. Maybe a main menu, but that has to be. It just feels like a main theme. Okay, and considering it's Takunobu Tsuyoshi, probably one of the only or few songs he did in the game, because according to the composer's list, he's not on there. So he's more of a guest here, I'm guessing. Anyway, speaking of, let's see. Virtua Fighter 5 is a fighting game developed and published by Sega. It's the 5th installment. The original version is 2006. In an arcade system. This released in arcades in 2006? Damn. Well, I'm guessing that means Japan. Arcades were like totally gone by then here. Had some updates for before the home ports. A year later, so it got to the home ports in 2007. The first major update was Virtua Fighter 5R. I'm guessing that's this one. 2008, followed by Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown 2010. Damn, this thing had a 4-year span of updates, with the latter ported to home systems in 2012. Jeez. Longer than that. A version which also serves both remastered of Final Showdown and Final Update to the subseries was released under the respective titles Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown for PS4 and Japanese arcades in 2021, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo in 2025. What is happening? This game has been releasing for like 15 years. So, just, how do I put this? Do they just want to perfect 5 and are waiting patiently for VF6? It's a huge window. Okay, anyways. So I was kind of right at the beginning that this is some sort of like updated version, but damn, I didn't think there was that many. Fighting games are just so interesting to me because now it's all about updates and patches. It's so normal now. You know, back then, God, I'm gonna sound like such a boomer here. Back in my day. No, but really, like, fighting games, especially like MVC2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which games are like broken. A lot of that word gets overused way too much. People don't know what that means anymore. They just think something that's strong or overpowered is broken. No, I'm talking like broken, as in breaks the game, infinites, that kind of thing. MVC2, stuff like that. Those games don't have patches. It's released already. You know, it's done. So I'm guessing what's happening here is that Sega is putting like utmost care with the series and is just perfecting the game. Maybe they just thought they had it right, and 5 is just really, really good. You know, they seem to. I don't know. I don't know the company, but it seems to kind of take pride in these like long-standing IPs. Virtua Fighter's been around forever. Yakuza's been around forever. Sonic has been around forever. What else? There's some fantasy something. So it could just be that it's still popular and people play it, and they just don't feel like they need to reinvent the wheel. Who knows? I don't know. It's kind of interesting though, to release it under so many banners. Anyway, song. Yeah, so if you're new here, or you're just taking a chance on listening to this, and you have not heard of Takanobu Mitsuyoshi, he's a eccentric fellow. I'm so tempted to. The recommended video for this is the channel Sega with him singing this song. It's right in the corner of my eye, but you guys can watch that on your own. He's a composer, lyricist, vocalist. He's got that very iconic sound. He has one of my favorite videos here for the Daytona video. Again, he's commented on here. He's just a really cool dude. And when I hear this, I just can't help but think, damn, it sounds like a celebration. Never mind about the whole main theme credit thing. It sounds like a celebration. It sounds like there's a, like, thank you for getting us here type of feel to this. And I'm not sure if this is a Sega thing or a Takanobu thing, but I feel like there's a couple song titles with burning in them. So I don't know, maybe it's just a word they like. Either way, let me know whatever you want to tell me about Virtua Fighter. It's one of the games I know the least of. I'm aware of its existence, but the three fighting games I know probably the least of are King of Fighters, Virtua Fighter, and DOA. I'm aware of their existence, but I always confuse those three. But they're all good in their own ways. But I need to hear more music from Virtua Fighter, because this is the second time. Either way, really cool, and it's nice to see that it's still being released. And one more question. Where is VF6? Do you guys want VF6? Anyways, the other song that I mentioned, by the way, from Takanobu, it's called Fairy of AIF from Sonic. I forgot what. Just search Sonic Fairy of AIF. The dog barking is gonna drive me nuts. So, thank you to the requesters, and thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Later.